Hi, my name is Josh McMahon, and this is claywork. As you can see, claywork can take many forms. As you can see, some claywork can be functional, like these bowls and cups. Others are non-functional, they're just art. As for a lot of artwork, either you like it or you don't. Now, I'm going to take you downstairs to meet my grandfather or Papa Jim.
I'm Jim McMahon, and I am Josh's granddad, and today I'm going to be making a simple bowl using this clay. It's about 4 pounds.
Papa, what kind of clay is it?
It's called stoneware, and it's really made of about 3 kinds of clays, plus some chemicals called fluxes. What we're going to do first is center, and that is where the potter takes a bunch of clay like this, makes it into a cone so that you can begin to manufacture something.
Like you're making your own clay spinning bowl on your own. Just made out of clay.
That pop, by the way, was air bubble and smoke.
Okay. It looks like you're working in mud.
Okay. Well, clay can turn into mud, but most of the time, if you use just enough water, it's a very plastic material.
So that means it'll hold the shape that the potter gives it?
Yes, we're going to start to prove that right now because I'm actually going to start making a bowl. The first thing I'm going to do is make a little dent in the top of the clay with my thumbs.
Man-made holes.
Yeah, man-made holes.
It looks like a bowl.
Okay, another tool. This is just going to open it up.
Okay.
Like that. Now I'm going to take my little potter's needle and I'm going to stick it down there, and I'm going to find out how deep that base is. And it is, I'd say, 1/2 inch, so I can go down a little bit more. I don't have to have a 1/2 inch base in my bowl. So pull down a little more and pull out. You now see the bowl begin to form?
Yeah.
There it comes.
So the extra stuff you get also turns into mud, so it also helps get all that stuff away?
Yeah, that's right. It's called slurry.
Okay.
It's called slurry. Now, the fingers are pressing down. This is the left hand pressing down.
The right hand always has to have sponge.
Exactly. Because it's carrying the lubricant. Let's smooth that bottom out again.
What Jim is doing now is called pulling up. He'll start to make something that looks like a flower pot, then it will turn into a bowl.
Yeah, you're right. The pulling up process is what makes it hard for beginning potters. They want to see it look like a bowl immediately, and it won't. It'll look like, as you said, it looks like a flower pot. It probably takes the average person about 5 to 7 years to get really good at hand building with clay, like you and your brother have done. That goes a lot quicker.
Yeah.
You can be pretty good at hand building, let's say, in 6 to 8 weeks. I'm going to take my tool here, my rib. I'm going to stick it underneath, and I'm still going to start thinning the edge and stretching the clay. So I do 2 things at the same time: thinning the edge or the wall of the bowl, and stretching the clay outward into a bowl shape.
And so you have other tools in there. Are those like designing tools?
Well, basically they're wooden pieces of wood or pieces of metal that help a little bit. Puller. Surprisingly, bowls are the easiest thing to make. That's why I'm doing it today. But the hardest thing to make, I think, to make well, is plates. I make plates all the time, and they look very simple to make. To do it well is very difficult. By the way, don't ever allow yourself to leave sharp things, because when this is fired, it becomes like rock, and you can cut yourself. So I will take my chamois. This is animal skin. It's called chamois, but it really isn't chamois, because chamois are little mountain goats that live in Switzerland. And I'll guarantee you, this did not come from a Swiss mountain goat. No, it did not. No, it did not. But I just dulled it down now, so it isn't. Basically, this is finished bowl.
And now you've seen how a bowl gets started so long as it's finished.
You're right, Josh. the clay has to dry until it's what's called leather hard. Now this is wet, so this will dry for a full day until it gets leather hard. And at that time I can trim it. I can take it off the back here. Okay, I'll trim it. And then we will put it in the kiln, which is down the hall from us right now. And then after that it is fired and becomes ceramic. And the ceramic then goes into its second phase, that was called the glaze. We put a glaze over it, which is really liquid glass. It is really liquid glass, and it seals the bowl and gives it its color.
Where firing takes place. How hot does it get?
Well, it takes about 2,000 degrees to get the clay to turn into ceramic, and that is nearly white hot. So what happens is that it starts at about 450 degrees, and it begins to change, the quartz begins to change, and by the time it gets up to 2,000 degrees, clay is gone and the new substance is there, and it's called ceramic. And then about a day and a half to cool down.
That is our video on claywork. But if you have any questions or you want to take pottery classes, you can just ask my grandpa. To all you awesome potters out there, keep doing what you're doing. This is Josh McMahon, 404 Main Street, Rochester, Fire Brick Gallery, saying goodbye and good luck.